Welcome back, guys. Fluffy, how y'all doing? This episode, we're gonna talk about being a CNA. It's tough, but it's the first step of getting you prepared for your next journey. Cut the footage. Hear this noise? Run. All right, guys, welcome back. So, I was working last night, and I was just thinking while I was taking care of the patients and doing my due diligence at work, and I was like, man, being a CNA is tough. It really is tough. You know, you're the backbone of the nurses. You helping them try to achieve their goal for the night. You making sure the patients are still safe. You know, they're comfortable. You pretty much the helper. You're like that foundation in the sense of almost like being a nurse, because the nurse got to worry about other things, and you are in there to try to take care of the things, so that the other things that I could do or you could do as a CNA to be able to help them keep the patients alive, and help them get help them get into the heat, continue the healing process, be able to get discharged and go home and continue living with their family. So I just want to talk about a little bit about these things, and and come with me. I'm in a new area, get a little better making these videos, and hey, if you like what I bring, I know I'm new. I'm not the best yet, or will I ever be, probably. But I'm trying to give you quality videos and hopefully help you understand that you can make it. And just because I'm 30-ish, in my 30s, you could definitely become a nurse. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and come on. It was rough. So I currently work in the cardiac, how do you call it, floor. I'm in the PCU cardiac floor. So we have open hearts, people that, have blocked arteries, anything that has to do with vascular, we deal with. And last night just had me thinking, like, wow, becoming a nurse, it's not easy, but it's doable, and if you love it, like taking care of people and stuff like that, man, you got a satisfaction that no matter how bad it is or how hard your night is, you feel like you at peace. And that's what happened last night. I just wanted to show you guys or give you my input of, a day of a currently student, future nurse that works in the healthcare. This video is gonna be, pretty much alliterating. I can't even say that word. Oh my God! Pretty much showing you that you could do it. Don't feel like it's impossible. If I could do it, you definitely could do it. I'm getting ready to start school next week, so it's gonna get juicy. Try to get a job. Try to get a job at working at the hospital. One is very flexible. Normally you work 3/12 if you have to work full time. It's not easy. I mean, school is not 7 days a week, even though it is kind of, because when you include the school and the homework and the studying, you gotta put some work in. But working in the healthcare is almost like a cheat code, because think about it. You working, you're gonna have some downtime. A lot of days you're gonna have some downtime no matter what. People do sleep, and if you take care of your clients and your residents, they will sleep because they're gonna feel comfortable. They're gonna be good, so they're gonna sleep. You're gonna have some downtime. That's when you could do some of your homework, do some of your studying, and You have nothing but a library around you. Nurses, doctors that you could just pick their brain and ask them questions that you may not even know. That you're struggling understanding, especially in pharmacology, because boy, Lord have mercy, that's what I'm starting next. Oh, the things that I hear, Lord. But, that's something that I believe that it'll be best if you guys get yourself into. It took me some time. I first started in a nursing home. Worked a few months, got my experience, had got my CNA, and then I was blessed enough to be able to get into this job with only a few months of experience, and they was able to give me a shot, and they gave me a nurse action position. Now, to get into the hospital with no experience, it could be a little hard, but it's doable. It's doable. It's very doable. Get your CNA. Some hospitals you don't need it. Like my hospital, you don't need it. They have a program that if you don't have a CNA and you never worked there, they will give you like I think 6 weeks, 8 weeks of training before you get into the floor. So you know what to do. You're able to you come there with some knowledge. You're not just like in an average Joe out of the street. Like here you go, try to help these people walk. They'll show you how to do it, and they'll work with you. But a CNA is a plus because you learn a lot of the basic movements and how to clean people, how to properly stand somebody, from wheelchair, how to transfer, how to even feed. You think it's easy, just like here, eat. Nah, you gonna kill somebody, choke somebody up. And when somebody's in a dysphagia diet, you gotta be careful. And you learn about when people can't swallow, there's thick and liquid, there's puree food, stuff like that. And it really helps you with school because all this stuff that you learn in CNA, it's in the textbooks. They're going to question you and test you about all these things. And it's really important, I think, at least even if you can't work full-time, just part-time. My job, I know they, if you PRN, they'll let you work. You only need to work, I think, once or twice a month, something like that. But what you do is, the days that you're off of school, work a 12-hour shift. Once a week, 2 times a week. Remember, see, my schedule is right now, I'm starting with fundamentals. Mind you, I'm done with all my prereqs. So I'm starting with core. I'm starting with fundamentals and pharmacology. So I have like 1 day of theory, 1 day of lab, and then I'm done for the week. And I also have clinicals. But thank God, my clinical days are like in October, and it's only 2 days out of the month, 8-hour shifts, and 2 more days in December, 8-hour shifts. Easy. Some schools I know the school that I went before, you have, my last clinical was like on a Saturday, and it was 12 hours, and it was every week for like 4 or 5 weeks. So, it could get a little hectic for those weeks, but it's not too bad. It's very doable. If you got bills and you got kids and you got a life, as long as you manage, you don't go and like try to get extremely bills that you don't need, you'll be able to do school and work at the same time. It's very doable. With all the stuff that I gotta pay, and I live in Florida, rent is stupid high. If I'm able to do it, you can do it. So anyway, getting back to the topic. So, working in a hospital, get your experience. Once, one thing they also let me do at my hospital, once I get into skills and I sign off on skills, as long as it's not medication now, I'm able to perform some of those skills under a nurse at work. So they'll let me draw blood. They'll let me bladder scan somebody. I've done, but maybe because I was in ED, they've let me put some IVs in because I'm a nurse extern. So my hospital lets you do it, but you gotta go through some training at the hospital. before they let you do that. But I also got signed off at school too, so it's not like I'm gonna go in there just like, hey, let me see where they at. At first, you're gonna be like that, but once you learn the technique and you learn how to find the vein, it's easy, piece of cake. But yeah, I mean, it's an important thing because in school, you in lab, they'll teach you how to do the skill, but you're only in school for like what 2 hours, maybe 3, and you gotta let the other classmates do on the mannequin, and you guys gotta take turns. If you do that at school, then you come to work, and if you're allowed, you could put a little bit more practice in it. And man, I tell you what, it's different. It's a very different thing in at work when a real person. Like I helped do a NG tube down the nose. Man, it's so different from a mannequin. So different. They teach you a skill that when you're doing it, they gotta swallow so that it could close one of the airways or whatever, so you could put the tube down the right path. Ooh, on a mannequin, sign off. We done. We passed. On a person, sometimes even they do swallow it. It ain't working. But it's definitely an experience, It's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun. It's not what when you first starting a tech and you hear like a bossy nurse and stuff like that. Now, mind you, there's some nurses like that, and there's some nurses that actually want to help you learn. You think like, oh, nurses just there just to pass meds and stuff. They don't do nothing else. But when you're learning and you get to see the other side of things, oh my God, it gets real fun, and it could get you a little bit overwhelmed because you got to work your time management. Remember, you got to meet all the orders on time because the doctors, they be hounding you too. If you don't meet your orders on time, they'll be like, yo, what's going on? You're like, you trying to let this person die or something? Like, we trying to get these people good so they can get out of here. So, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. And if you like helping people and you like getting that satisfaction how a person came to the floor and then how they left, oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah. It's a beautiful thing. I just lost a train of thought. This is crazy. I just got out of work a couple hours ago, and I took a nap in, and I got to go back to work tonight. I'm gonna take another nap in sometime. But it's fun. I love working. If you guys were to see me at work, people would be like, man, this guy lives here. Like, I did some crazy things. I worked. My schedule used to be like, oh, it still is, even though I slowed it down. People were like, how are you in nursing school, bro? Like, nursing school is not easy. How you working, 60 hours plus a week and go to nursing school? I'm like, yo, I'm just a different animal. I'm broke. I got to pay bills. And I'm trying to become a nurse. So I got to suck it up. And let's put this work in. You know what I'm saying? You got to suck it up and put this work in. So, I mean, it's very doable. It's very doable. The way my schedule is now, I slowed it down. I used to work like 5-6 days. I mean, I still work 5 days, roughly. I used to work 6 days one week and 7 days the next week. And then I used to, in between and stuff. But now I only work like between 4 and 5. See, here, let me give you guys a little gem. When you guys work in a hospital, right? I have to work full time. Okay, I have no other choice. There's just no bust or if, nothing. I just have to. My bills are telling me you have to work full time. So 3 days, I pick. So like my current classes are, I got lecture on Tuesday morning. I got lab on Wednesday, and I got pharmacology Thursday. Mind you, Tuesday morning is the full hours. I think it's like 9 to 11 or 1 or something like that. Wednesday's only lab. It's only like 2 hours. And I got lucky. It's almost like in the middle of the day, I think 12 o'clock. And Thursday is pharmacology, so that's another full class day. 12 hour night shift. That's the what works for me right now. I gotta be in school at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? I'm not working Monday, but I hit them on a Sunday. Sunday night, boom, after church, I go to work all night, boom. Tuesday, after school, before I get, since I'm out like 2 o'clock, I go home, I take a nap. Got a nap. Got to nap. If not, you're not going to survive night shift. Then wake up, go to work on Tuesday night. Get out of work on Wednesday morning around 7 o'clock, 7:30, depending if the people going to come, relieve you on time. I make it home, take like a 2-3 hour nap. Boom, go to my lab. Now, I'm able to do that on a Wednesday because it's lab, you're performing, and to me, I'm able to stay awake when I'm doing something with my hands and not just sitting down, just listening to the teacher talk about the subject. So I'm able to do that on a Wednesday. And then I'll go to sleep. I don't work Wednesday night. Go to school Thursday morning because, it's a full day of pharmacology. After school, go to work. Work Thursday night. Now here's the blessing. If you're like me, work Thursday night, work Friday night, and work Saturday night. Boom. What is that, 4 days? And if you're really feeling jiggy with it, my hospital does it. You could pick up like 8 shifts, 8-hour shift. Only pick up 8-hour shift. If you're full-time, you got to give them the full 12. Or you're part-time, you got to give them the full 12 on those 2 days. So they'll let you pick up 8 hours here and there. So you're able to put in some overtime, Somebody got to eat. You can put that work in. If you put that work in, you ain't scared to work. Hey, you could do it. And then I used to do that. Oh my God. I used to do that in prereqs. Because prereqs was, my school had the math and the science were in class. And the rest, the non-science, was online. Oh, Lord. So mind you, I used to only go to school 2 days, and it was in daytime. It was only for a couple hours. So I'm able to still work those days. I used to hit them with 5-6 days a week. My checks used to be lovely. Now they're a little sad because I slowed down the overtime. But don't get it twisted. You can do it. You can definitely do it. So I'm going on a tangent. I'm trying to stay focused, but hey, whatever. I'm just spilling out a little bit. But you can definitely do it, man. You can definitely do it, Again, this video's getting long enough. Too long. Like, subscribe, give me a comment. I don't care if you tell me I'm ugly, bro. Just give me a comment. I just want to know that you guys are seeing the video, and I'm only gonna get better from here. Tell me what you guys want to see. If I can show it to you, I'm gonna do my best because HIPAA, it's a bad boy. HIPAA's a bad boy. Y'all gonna learn about this. HIPAA, you can't. HIPAA is a thing that you can. It's information of the patient. You can't just. I can't take a selfie at work. I got to be careful when I take a selfie at work because if there's something in the background with a patient's name, one number of the patient or something like that, you're done. They could get sued. The hospital could get sued. You could get in trouble. So, but I mean, there's certain things that I could probably show you guys. I can show you guys some of the equipments, and then once I start school, I'll show you guys all the mannequins and all the stuff that you will see at a hospital, and I could show you guys how to use it. I could definitely do that. But just let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, any questions. Hey, ask it all. If I don't know it, trust me, somebody's going to know it, and I'm going to find that out for you. Just like, subscribe, comment, Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. And thank you for coming for this journey. Fluffy, signing out. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.